Uh-huh. October 15th, 2 p.m. Photo number 2. That's the only one in the computer, so where's the first one? Who's hiding photos? Can we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah. I mean, in real life, no way. But yeah, right now, yeah. Who cares that we got it illegally? Let's show her this photo and see what she says. No, let's definitely not do that. Yeah, never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate. Why do I have to be the villain? This photo's what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady? Gonna say I doubt it a little bit. I'm a little unsure of that. Neat. Boo doo boo boo boo. That sure is a very ageist claim of me. I will admit to that. She is a security guard. You gotta think she's got some sort of physical ability beyond the average person. Oh, we in the courthouse. Okay. There's no way Oldbag has the guts to hole punch a dude to death. Maybe she would just bore him to death with one of her long monologues about youth today. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. Prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I'd probably stab myself to get out of one of her talks. Yeah. If I had to actually listen to that in real time, it would be rough. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well. I call the most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Ow, I have something in my eye. Alright. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio. See? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. that day. Past the security station, there is a gate. See? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. She doesn't have a name, don't worry about it. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m., the production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was canceled. Rip. You know what I don't like? I do not like that skull belt that he has on that looks like there's a penis coming out of the mouth. Like, it's like right over the crotchal area. I don't like it. Samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. Lewd. Inappropriate. Uncalled for. That's the case, in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to the whole thing again? No. I think I can probably remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. Samurai spear added to court record. That belt is actually his chastity belt, but it's just popping out. Ah! Oh, I hate that. Imagine Edgy said, I would like to call upon Larry Butt. First of all, I don't know if that was a typo or not, but I would love if he straight up said Larry Butt instead of Larry Butts. Not that Butts is a more normal sounding word, but just because it's straight up butt, just butt. What did the security lady at the guard station see? Let's call the security officer to the stand. Alright, what do you have to say for yourself, Ms. Oldbag? Oh, my, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Why can Edgeworth never get anyone's name on the first shot? Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name! Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names. Me and Phoenix have the same brain. Wendy! Oh, that's cute. Wendy. I like that name. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. So even when I was young, I was oh, Jesus Christ. The other children make fun of me. There was this boy, captain of the chess club. He called me an old bag. Well, I just cried. See what I say? Of course she got made fun of when she was a kid. I object to the witness's talkativeness. Relax, Edgeworth. Don't lose your shit this early on. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. That would be me in a courtroom. They would have to be like, the witness, Erica Harrington, will refrain from rambling. I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony. No, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie. You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag. Alright, fucking rude. Why are all these protagonists so mean? Remember Hajime was rude as hell too? Alright. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing the run-through since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, this man right there, and he was heading toward the studio. You saw the defendant then. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Alright, let's see. What do we think? Doing a run-through there since the morning. What do you mean you had some errands to run? Oh, well, you know. No, I don't. That's why I fucking asked. Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers, observing, you know? Okay, so then those aren't errands. Why did you say errands? Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station? Whippersnapper, I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job. Not sure your boss would see it that way. Anyway, I always watch Hammer's run-throughs, always. Never missed one in all my years. Wow, I want to see a Steel Samurai run-through too. You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty. Not a bad idea. Career path changes. The bog face, I know. Alright, so she was actually watching. What do we have? So, maybe if I show her the picture? I don't know about that. Let's see. Let me get this straight, old bag. I mean, Ms. Oldbag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. That was absolutely not submitted as evidence beforehand. Also, the spear is intact. Which I guess is not that big of a deal. I'm sure, I mean, it's a studio. I'm sure they have like 1,000 different versions of that, but just something I noticed. None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. See, he knows his stuff now because of Maya. Ms. Oldbag. Is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, sonny? Alright. Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right? No, they can't! Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. Huh. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in this court is accusing you of that, Ms. Witness. Alright. You're old also. Don't be fucking rude. Why is everyone so mean to her about her age? This is ageist. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? As if the judge isn't Mr. Oldbag. Yeah, Mr. Oldbag himself. Humph, nosy old man. Of course I have proof. Even Edgeworth is surprised. The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Don't be rude. Please make note. Excuse me. Please make note all the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. Ma'am, someone died. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof then. All right, tell us all about it. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now, look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? But I mean, someone could fake that, right? Like, wouldn't that be a great way to try and frame someone, is to put on a costume and then fake that person's injury? Why would he try to go kill them when he was injured? Wouldn't that be a bad idea? Why not just wait until the next round? You know? The next time you're there practicing action scenes. None of it makes sense, Your Honor. Case closed. Objection, case closed, you're wrong, etc. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. Alright. It's gonna be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Don't like that. Yeah, I'm injured. Now's my chance. Yeah, what the fuck? Are you absolutely sure? So he was walking strangely because he was injured. Does look like he was dragging his foot. See, and you didn't trust me, whippersnapper. Okay. No, I'm not happy with that. Like, is he here right now? Can we, if this just happened yesterday, couldn't we just be like, hey, is your ankle sprained? If I have to kill someone, I'll make sure to do it while I'm injured now, so y'all won't suspect me. That's true. You could play it either way. You could say, why would I do that? I'm injured. And then you could say, yeah, that's just what you would want me to think. Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch. Thus the nap. Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked. Dragging his foot, okay. Just gonna press her on everything. Broke a prop. Sure did, his own samurai spear. Samurai spear, the murder weapon. Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it. A break in the shaft has been mended with duct tape. Okay. Is that what's happening in the picture? I guess I don't know. I guess it looks like it. Probably, right? Yeah, okay. Tell me more. Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course. I kissed it where it hurt. That seems like it would be inappropriate in the workplace. Where was the assistant then? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. You may continue your testimony. This was like the late 90s, it's fine. Yeah, nobody really cared about workplace behavior then. Early thousands, yeah, same difference. Think we've heard enough, haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me, which is... Where is this Steel Samurai costume now? We couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I'll object. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Massive hands, tiny head. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice. What the fuck? Someone's banging around something outside my apartment. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Oh god, my fucking back hurts. At like 9 a.m. today, the people upstairs were banging on the fucking walls for like a full hour. Oh my god. Literally, people need to understand that the only time that's appropriate to do anything loud is between the hours of like 11 a.m. and like 8 p.m. That's it. That's the only window you get. That's awful. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Between the hours of when I'm not home. Yeah. You know what? You're only allowed to ever do things that I don't like when I'm not here. Time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. Didn't we already... No. I mean, you said you locked the gate, but... You weren't there, though. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness. But she wasn't there! Hedgy boy. Old windbag sure has balls, or, well, you know what I mean? Old windbags have a way of skipping over important details after all, or for that matter, entirely forgetting them. Rude. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps? Alright. Hold on, I gotta readjust. Oh! Oh, God. Alright, maybe this will be better. Okay. I don't care. I don't get penalized for this. I'm just gonna ask more questions. Give donuts to the young detective. And then after some rubbish about it being a secret pal, he told me everything. I don't get penalized for this yet. Oh no, do you get penalized for pressing later in the game? Quite, Sonny. Nobody suspicious looking passed by at all. Okay, not nobody suspicious looking. I asked you, no one? I think eventually you have to press only on the parts that are relevant. Oh god. Well, that's gonna be tough for me. What about before you got to the guard station? You mean before one? Yes, that's what I was going for. Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. Yeah, but what if someone else got in? You're a terrible security guard. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Okay, like someone couldn't just jump that? Didn't we have the ladder versus step ladder debate already? Someone could have easily just used that. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them. Are you sure? Did we already press her on that? Okay, we did. Court really is just being like, okay, but are you sure, though? At least you're right. That's at least how I played Phoenix, right? Apparently. Dude, I really don't know. Let's see. That doesn't feel like it's got anything, does it? Oh, I guess maybe she meant she locked that gate on the left. Probably can't really jump that. I don't know, I'm a little lost. The only person who saw you in the studio before then was willpowers. The same thing again? Should I just present the same thing again? Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Whatever everyone passes here, it automatically takes a picture. It's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security data. Yeah, there's something special about me being like, I don't think this is gonna work, and then it works. Ooh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are the printed words, October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny? Actually, I knew that too. I'm also smart. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2. The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? Oh, shit. Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. Ooh. This evidence shows that not 1, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet there is only data for one of the photos. Excuse me. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access. The security lady herself. Oh. You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. Okay, then why does it say photo number 2? The camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean. I don't understand these newfangled computer thingies. Edgy boy, help. Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. Hey, at least he's not just trying to make shit up. At least he'll admit when he doesn't know what he's talking about. Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Whippersnapper? Something the matter, Ms. Oldbag? Ah, that's right. I just remembered something. Of course. Someone else passed by the gate, someone other than the Steel Samurai. Well, I suppose you could put it that way. For the love of God, ma'am. This is a murder case. Can you please try to be a little more specific? Alright, lay it on me. Every day, after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day. Ms. Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny, I've only just remembered it. Right, anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination. I like that face that Maya was making. Oh, she's funny. Alright. Every day after finishing it, I have another important job to do. Tell me about the photo. Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased? A fanboy. A fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging out. The one that was there that day. Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. Ma'am, oh my god. She fucking kidding? The grate had been loose for quite a while. It leads outside and, well, that's where they come in. Wow. Information that would have been useful to me yesterday, .jpg. They come in through the drain. I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers. Kids! It was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. Useless. All of this. This is so much. Miss Oldbag, please. Oh, little baby. Just a little guy. It was just a little guy creeping in. Hold on, I gotta put my blanket on because the air conditioner's on and I'm getting chilly. But I can't turn it up and get it on. Turn it off. Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the steel samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be about in 3rd or 2nd grade. An Oompa Loompa. Can't stop him, can't catch him. A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy. Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. 5-minute recess. Alright. Mr. Powers? Yes. Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest. So who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo? How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. What? You should take better care of that stuff. I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a Steel Samurai costume. So where does this leave me? Doesn't look good. Sniff. You're the only likely suspect right now. He's just being honest. First, we play for more time. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. None of the people who are here, none of this makes any sense. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Alright, maybe that's a little too honest. Please don't sigh like that. I feel bad for this guy. He seems so nice. I really hope he didn't kill anyone. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on the matter? Yeah, genuinely, like, in not so many words being like, I know I'm your defense attorney, but I actually kind of think you did it, so. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well, Mr. Wright, your thoughts? The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim